So, for my final reflection, I just want to reflect over all the stuff I've learned through this class throughout the semester. Before I took this class, my idea of technology integration into the classroom was using PowerPoint or something like that to give a lesson. I now realize that that is not all you can do. There are so many great apps and tools out there that you can use to really jazz up a presentation, or that even students can use to give presentations. There's also so many apps out there for students to use to incorporate technology into the classroom that's not just incorporating technology for the sake of technology. It's actually beneficial for them to use and educational for them to use, and it helps them learn better and in a more fun and interesting way. I've also learned a lot about all the different features that are on the iPad, that are either come installed in it or that are just more compatible for them to use. And I didn't know about any of those before than I do now. Overall, I'm really impressed with myself and what I've accomplished this semester, because I don't really think of myself as a tech savvy person. I just I know a little bit about technology, but I never could really do a whole lot with it. But now I really feel like I have a handle on things, and it makes me more confident in what I'm creating. Some of the tools that I've become particularly fond of throughout the semester that we've learned about is the Adobe Spark tools or apps, like Adobe Spark Page and Adobe Spark Video. I really like those a lot, and I use them for more than just this class, and I'm probably going to continue to use them throughout my career and throughout whatever college I have left. Adobe Spark Pages, it's a presentation tool, but it's not just PowerPoint. It's so much more than that. You can add in videos, text, pictures, anything you want, and it all just comes together in a much more professional looking way than what PowerPoint could give you. And then Adobe Spark Video does the same thing, except it's just, you don't click through it, it's a video. It just all goes through it all itself. And again, it just comes together in such a professional looking way that more than any other thing could really create. Both the Adobe tools could be used by the teacher, or they could even be used by the student for projects or presentations or anything, and I really like that. Another tool that I found really interesting was the iMovie. I'd never used that before, and all the features and things that you can use within that, I thought those were really cool and interesting as well, and I was pretty proud of how mine turned out, even though I'm sure it wasn't the best, but I just didn't think I could create something like that. And I think that me having that feeling could also give a student who has that same feeling, that thinks, oh, I can't create something visually appealing using technology like that person can, but then using something like Adobe Spark Pages and Video or iMovie, and them actually being able to create something like that, and then being like, wow, it could give them a sense of confidence that they didn't have before. And that's not something I thought integrating technology would do. It's not something I associated with it. But now I realize that it can do that, because there's just tools out there that I didn't know existed that are just so easy to use that anyone can use them. You don't have to have an art background and a technology background to be able to use them and really create something meaningful and worthwhile, and it just gives you a sense of confidence that you might not have had before, and I think that's a really great thing. So those are my favorites.